Hey everybody, it's time for another Fred's First Drive. And this time, I'm driving a Jeep. Which shouldn't really surprise you because I like Jeeps. But what might surprise you is that this is the new Jeep Wrangler 4xe. Which means it is an electric Jeep. Oh, hold on. And I've never driven this thing before. Fred's first drive. I literally turned on the camera, hopped in it, and started driving. And I'm getting a warning that says my swing gate is open. So I'm going to hop out and slam that and then hop back in. Wait right here. Okay, so what is the Jeep 4xe Wrangler? It is a plug-in electric hybrid Jeep. That's right, this is the first hybrid Wrangler Jeep that I've ever driven and that Jeep has made. I'm gonna try and make sure this thing doesn't bounce around too much. So this is a Jeep Wrangler, has a gas engine, a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It also has an electric motor that helps it accelerate, and then it has another electric motor. Basically has a gas engine sandwiched between two electric motors. One on the front, which is the e-torque motor, which helps it accelerate in under 6 seconds. And then it has another one between the engine and the transmission. Basically, there's like motor, engine, and when I say motor, that's an electric motor, gas engine, then a clutch, another motor, then another clutch, then the ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, then the transfer case, then drive shafts down to the solid axles. So basically, kind of like from the transmission back, it's just like every other Wrangler, but the transmission is unique in that it uses this electric hybrid, and then the other thing that's unique is this e-torque motor on the front. Plus, there's a battery pack, there's a gas tank, and you can not only fill it up with gas and drive it, but you can also plug it in at your house and charge it up. You can plug it in on a normal, like 110 volt power outlet, like you'd plug in your toaster, or you can also get a I don't know the exact name of it. Jeep has their own specific brand of 240 volt power system where you can plug in and charge this thing at a higher voltage. And the way I understand it is that you can also plug it in and charge it at normal, like at other brands charging stations, I guess Tesla. I've never actually had an electric vehicle, so I don't know how that works. If you can, if it's like a universal plug, I'm assuming it is, so that all electric cars can plug in at all electric stations. And Jeep is also working on having electric charging stations at some of their popular off-road trails, such as the Rubicon Trail out in Moab, and I think I read near Big Bear, near Los Angeles. So, what do you get with this plug-in electric hybrid Jeep Wrangler 4xe? So it's 4xe, as in like instead of 4x4, 4x electric. 370 miles of range, which doesn't sound like a lot. It sounds like pretty normal Jeep range, but that isn't the thing that kind of blows you away. What's more impressive is the efficiency in that it does that range with less fuel and with electric charge. I think you can do up to 50 miles just on the electric charge. So I'm assuming there's another 320 miles on the fuel tank. And I believe it has a smaller fuel tank than a normal four-door Wrangler Unlimited. It will have a battery pack somewhere in the back here, and what I'm probably going to do is, after we go for this little test drive and talk about it, we will take it back and put it up on the lift at the shop, kind of look around it. Now, the cool thing about this is the power and torque that you get out of the electric motor. 470 pound-feet of torque. That's like V8 realm. And 375 horsepower. So you will be able to run down the road comfortably, have passing speed, but also if you're like accelerating off of a stop sign, or if you are, say, on an obstacle and you need to like get some acceleration to launch up something or climb something, this should have that. It is heavier than a normal Wrangler. I don't know exact curb weights. That's something I'll have to find out. But it also has something called regenerative braking. So like, if here I'm on a hill and I want the vehicle to kind of slow down, it will use that motor to somehow slow the vehicle down and do regenerative braking to make more power to charge up the battery. So as you're driving, it is charging the battery until the battery is full, or you can plug it in to charge the battery. And there's different settings so that you can push a button and use just hybrid, which would be gas or electric. You could use e-conserve. I'm gonna pull off here and look at the buttons and try to get the exact e-save. And I think what e-save does is e-save makes it just run as efficiently as possible on gas, so that if you want to save that electric for later, you can do that. Or you can push another button and it goes to electric, and then it will only run on the electric motor. All right, pulling off here. There's a Tesla on my tail. Probably jealous at my off-road capabilities that they do not have. See you guys. So you can put it on hybrid, which mode automatically adapts to most efficient driving. Electric mode saves fuel for later use. Or e-save saves battery for later use. So the engine kicks on when you hit e-save, and then if I hit electric mode, how do I get it to all shut off? Okay, hybrid mode automatically adapts for most efficient. We're gonna put this on electric and just go for a drive on electric without that 2-liter turbo with e-torque. We're gonna go back out this way. And it's basically like you're driving a golf cart, except that it's 4-wheel drive. Oh. Electric mode temporarily unavailable, battery level too low. Okay, so you do need to have that battery charged if you want to drive it in electric mode only. You have to have it completely charged. How long does it take to charge, Fred? Good question. I think 2 or 2.5 hours if you have the 240 volt charging system, or 12 hours if you have the 120 volt charging system. I got a whole bunch of papers here about it that I printed off from the internet. So let me run down some specs. Starting price, $51,225 if you want the Sahara version, $54,925 if you want a Rubicon, and the high altitude is $57,000. I already told you about the torque and horsepower. I already told you about the charging. Estimated miles per gallon electric, 49. Estimated total driving range, 370 miles. Well, now that makes me confused. Is it, you only get, this is estimated, EPA estimated miles per gallon electric. So that is not the range that it will go on electric. That's miles per gallon electric. So I guess when you're on electric, you can get up to 49 miles per... That's confusing. I need to find out some more information about how the miles per gallon electric compares to miles per gallon gas. I can tell you that I'm sitting here and the engine is off and the air conditioning is still running. And now we're in hybrid. We're gonna switch back to that electric. Yeah, battery level is still too low. That's too bad. Let's go back to the shop, put this thing up on a lift, and do a little bit more exploring on it. Oh, by the way, this is not my Jeep. I did not buy this. My good friends over at Bestop, they make tops for Jeeps. They are gonna build this Jeep for some upcoming trade shows. They wanted to try something new and exciting, and so they tried the 4xe, and they brought it by my shop. We're gonna do a little work on it, and so I wanted to take it for a spin because I've never driven one of these. Oh, here's a little thing that says the battery is less than 1%. So that's probably why it won't go into electric mode. We'll go over here to e-save, and that'll kick the engine back on, which will charge the battery. So somehow, as you drive it and you do the regenerative braking, it charges the battery so that when you do want the electric, you can turn that on. I need to find out some more information about that range question, but one of my friends told me it's really not about the range, it's about the efficiency. And I think it's also about the acceleration, because 470 pound-feet of torque pretty much gets it. All right, that's it for this Fred's First Drive. Stay tuned for more info on the Jeep 4xe. This thing's pretty fun. I've never really messed around with hybrids before, or electric cars, and I think they're cool. I'm not as big a fan of autonomous cars that drive themselves, because I feel like people should drive because driving's fun, but I'm all for the electric car. I feel like it's a neat technology that I have yet to really experience or dive into, and I hope to have, I'm sure we will have more opportunities in the future, because it seems like everybody's making an electric car or hybrid electric. Whee! This thing gets it. That's it. We'll see you guys next time.